Great. So for class today, this is conditioning specifically for aerialists. So you're gonna want to have a yoga mat. That's just kind of a useful thing to have. A tennis ball or something that you can squeeze because we're gonna work on our grip strength. A weight that's somewhere in the 15-pound range. 10 pounds is fine, 20, 25 is probably fine depending on where you're working. If you don't have a weight, fill up a giant water bottle, kind of get creative with what you have around you there. And then we'll work with a very lightweight, which I need to go and grab my lightweight. That reminds me. And I'm not sure if we'll get to it, we'll see, but if you have a beach towel or your aerial fabric or a rope, something like that, go ahead and grab that as well. This is the class series through the Muse Brooklyn. So these are sliding scale classes. So the donation info is in the comments there for paying for class. I'm gonna grab my small weight. So I have that ready to go. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kyla. And I teach, when we had normal times, I taught aerial over at the Muse. So we're going to get started with squats. I like to load my squats with some weight. So grab a hold of your weight. Separate your legs wider than your shoulders and hips. Lift your toes up. Spread them wide. Lay them down. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Lift your belly button, slide your rib cage down. And as we go for these squats, keep driving your lats down, your shoulder blades down, knees over your second toe. Here we go. Belly in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep lifting your belly, keep pushing the floor away, and then staying down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and really push the floor away. Put the weight to the side, we're going to come back to it, and just getting into our bodies, side bend, and big contraction, both arms reach forward, tuck the tailbone under, really deep knee bend, over to the other side, root down to come up one more time, side bend, and hollow it out. Really tracking the knees over the second toes, and then reversing it other way. Reaching through super straight elbows to really stretch in your body. And root down to come up, side, hollowing it out. Other side, and root down to come up, roll your shoulders back and down, bring your feet underneath you, and bend and straighten your knees for 4, belly button in, ribs sliding down, broad across the collarbone, 2 more, and 1, and isolating the arm and the shoulder, externally rotate. We're going to keep our ribs super still, super straight elbow, 4 times, going back, lengthening out, really lengthening through that elbow so that the work is happening up in the shoulder. Feel the back working. Those muscles around the shoulder blades are firing up. Keep plugging your shoulder down, which means the arm never goes directly 100% overhead. When it comes up, we're keeping the shoulder down, so there's that distance, that ever so slight diagonal. 1 more. Externally rotate, initiate, back, and grow taller, coming down and reversing it up. Reaching out, making space, but still plugging the shoulder down. And 3, 2, and last 1. Growing taller out the top of your head as you do this. Other side, externally rotate. And remember that back is going to actually look like a diagonal. For 4. And 3. Really plugging it in. 2, super straight elbow, really sliding the ribs down. Last one in this direction. Good, you guys, and reversing it, thumb side leads up. And really driving the shoulder blade down. Resist the urge to twist. My ribs always want me to twist, especially on my wonky side, which right now is my left side. 2 more. And last one. Good. Yeah, and catch up once the bend your knees, belly button in, elbows up, and twist side to side. So now we're really letting the rib cage go. Feel the spiral, feel all the little muscles in between each of your riblets. Keep rooting into the floor. Keep driving your shoulders down, but really allow that twist to happen. Powering it from your lower core. And then open your palms if you have space with straight arms. Palms to the ceiling. Keep plugging in. And start to really let your front arm cross. And let that come to rest. And roll your shoulders one more time. Roll them up, back, and down. Really root down through your arms. Lift your belly. And then drop your head. We're going to circle 2 times to the right, keeping your collarbone really broad. And then 2 times to the left. Good, and just fan through your fingers and wrists, warming that up for a moment, and then reverse the fan, other direction. We're gonna go for our step forward squat situation. So, only like that on a diagonal. So your options are step forward, tap your knee down, push the floor away, and step back. The next step would be to tap your butt to your heel and push away, or we're gonna go all the way over onto the top of the back foot, and then as you go up, really trying to center the knee over the second toe as we push up. We're gonna do 8 sets. The one extra thing is reach the arms up as we go forward and start to find that open armpit descending shoulder blade position. So we'll step forward, find it here, and then step up into it and step back. Kind of trying to hit all the things that we need for climbing, especially vertical apparatus. So here we go for 8. And 2. And 7. 2. Really keep pulling your belly button into your spine. 6. 2. 5. 2. Reaching tall through the top of the head. 4. 2. Halfway there. 3. 2. 2. 2. And last one. Good, you guys. Feet stay right underneath you. Hands on your hips to keep your hips level. So those of you who used to train with me in the old days know that I talk a lot about tucking the pelvis under, forgetting our inversions. Right now we're going to actually work on not tucking the pelvis under and just finding the muscles that lift the knee up, and also really focusing on lengthening through that standing leg. So you should feel this really solid opposition as the knee comes up. We're rooting the standing leg and foot into the floor even more. So we're gonna do 10 on each side. Super square hips, lift your belly button. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Root down, other side, lengthening through that standing knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go for turnout. It's not a crazy big belly turnout. Find your spiral, turning out, feel the muscles under your thigh butt, and then think about that knee that's up, that heel is really shining forward. Level hips, here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Root it down, other side, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give your legs a shake. If you have a yoga block, grab a yoga block. If you don't, find something that it will keep your hands shoulder distance apart, or just keep your hands shoulder distance apart. You guys, New York got it was cool this morning, and now it feels so freaking humid. So keep drinking water if you're here or anywhere. Feet right underneath you. So I'll go slight angle. So we're gonna do our arm raises up and down 4 times, and then on the 5th one, we're gonna go up, really feeling that armpit lifting as the shoulder blade and ribs descend. So it's this really kind of gorgeous opposition. Here we go, super straight elbows going up. At the top, we're gonna pause so that we can exhale and find that spot. Another inhale, and then exhale, driving it down, grow taller. Plugging the shoulder blades down, and as soon as you can, bringing it up. Exhale, feel the muscles between the shoulder blades, pulling the arms back. Inhale, exhale, plug it all in, grow taller. Thanks, 2 more, lengthen it up, keep rooting down through your feet. Feel the block pushing up and back. And last time, squeezing the block, checking in with those elbows. And plug it in to come down. And now we're gonna go up in tiny, tiny pulses 10 times back. Take that moment to find the position, that super active position. And here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and plug it in. Bring it down. Thanks, you guys. Let's just shimmy it out for a second. So roll one shoulder and then the other. Yeah, just feel the ribs expanding and contracting a little bit. And find your feet underneath you. We're gonna slide our hands on our thighs, squeeze your shoulder blades down your back, and then hollow and push away. As we're doing this, really start to open in the thoracic spine. Open your throat, open your chest, keep lifting your belly button. We're gonna do 2 more. Really, really feel the shoulder blades sliding down. We're gonna get into it a little bit more in a moment. 1 more. And then reversing it. And here again, initiate that arch up by driving the shoulder blades down, opening through the throat. 3 more. 2 more. This has really helped my chronic shoulder pain, is thinking about opening through the chest. Because I think for me especially, but maybe a lot of us, the pecs really start to overwork, and then all this stuff in the front of the shoulder gets really fucking tight. So the more that we can find this openness, kind of isolating the openness up there, I think the better for those of us doing this shit. So let's grab the block one more time, and we're gonna do the side bend series, right, for our core. Keep your hips right over your feet. Try to make your inner thighs touch if they can't, right? My crazy bow legs don't, but maybe you're lucky and yours do. Rooting down, reaching up, inhale, exhale, and side bending for 10, 2, super straight elbows, 9, 2, 8, 7. I find that my bottom elbow likes to bend, 6. So keep checking in with that. 5, 2, last one each side. Good, and bringing it down. Thanks, you guys. Grab the heavier weight that you have. I think I did this in my class that I teach on my Instagram. But basically, my left shoulder's really been unstable. So whatever weight you have, we're gonna bring it up. And we're gonna try to find stability in this position of driving the rib cage down, opening through the armpit, shoulder blade driving down. And your choice, you can either go for a walk while I count to 10, or you can do 10 plies and straightens. Here we go, for 10, 9, 8, reaching tall through the top of your head, 6, 5, 4, keep it active, 2, and 1, and then this is where it gets mean. Bring it down, elbow in, shoulder blade drives down, and then rib slide down as you push up for 4. It's okay if it's too much and you need to get rid of the weight. 3, keep driving your shoulder down as you're plugging it in. 2, try not to do what my body is trying to do, which is go into an arched back. So lift it up. 1. Nice, y'all. Right, so if your body is starting to sacrifice form, then get rid of the weight. Here we go. And walking around or doing your plies for 10. 9, opening the armpit, dropping the shoulder blade down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And this is my weak arm. We'll see how it does. Plugging it in. Elbow hugs in and up for 4. It's doing okay. And 3. Whoa. I used to do this before every show in Times Square. 2. And 1. And for some reason I stopped doing it during this pandemic, which was not a good move. So I think we'll keep doing those with you guys on Thursdays. Let's move that out of the way. And just one more time, take a little twist. Unsticking anything that kind of got stuck there. Great. Let's warm up our wrists and then we're gonna go into forearms, so we will stand back up. But come down to your hands and knees and spread your fingers nice and wide. If you can, point through the tops of your feet and go for your weight shift around. Keeping your shoulders plugged in and reverse your weight shift direction. And then backs of the hands into the floor. Try to get that thumb knuckle down. And if you're up for it, pull your butt towards your heels. And then flip your hands, fingertips facing you, palms down. I think I maybe said this last week. I've been riding my bike in a lot of protests and going to protests, and I've been like peeling your fingers all the way back and forth. So I've been like definitely over gripping, especially with my right arm. So I'm really feeling it in my right forearm. 2, and 1. Flip your hands to whatever normal is. And plug your shoulders in. We're gonna isolate just our shoulder blades for 8 times. So really try to keep your belly and your lower ribs, actually your whole rib cage neutral. Head is long, and squeeze your shoulder blades together, keeping your elbows straight, and then push away. So we're trying to not do cat-cow. 7, 6, and it might feel smaller than what you want. 5, I have to really tell my elbows not to bend. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find neutral, tuck your toes, hover your knees off the floor, plug your shoulder blades down towards your waist, and we're gonna hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower the knees down. Bring your heels together. Tuck your toes under. You can untuck your toes at any moment that you need to. Externally rotate. Pat your shoulder with the same hand and work your way into this tricep stretch. Inhale to get yourself in there. Use the back of your head, and then exhale. Slide your ribs down as you open through your armpit and your triceps. Again, if you need to untuck your toes, untuck your toes. And then other arm, externally rotate, tap. Let your ribcage sacrifice a little bit to get into it, and then on the exhale, and as you go into the stretch further, slide your ribs down. Good, and release that. Coming back to your hands and knees, we're gonna activate, we're gonna do the smush the palms, the whole hand into the ground, and then try to fly the fingertips off, keeping the elbows straight. This one's really hard for me to demonstrate, but you're basically trying to keep your finger knuckles to your second knuckle down and try to hover your fingertips off the floor. So plugging your shoulders in, here we go. Smush the ground, imprinting your hands for 5, 4, fingertips and everything, 3, 2, 1, super straight elbows, try to hover the fingertips off the floor, rest of the hand is smushing in for 5, 4, 3, this is so hard for me, and 1, and smush for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hover 5, 4, really getting those knuckles down, 2, 1, 2 more sets, squishing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flying off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, last time, smush, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hover, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and flip your hands one more time, backs of the hands into the floor, and one more time, stretch out. Nice, guys. While we're here, come down to your forearms, either make prayer hands or clasp your fists, really plug your shoulders in, zip your knees together, pointing through the top of your foot, extend one leg out to the side, this is my right leg, find internal rotation, keep plugging your shoulders in. Super straight leg, we're gonna hover off 10 times. Don't let your knee bend, don't let your hips shift, it's gonna be tiny. Pushing into the top of your grounded foot. Here we go for 10, 9, this is heinous, 8, 7, internally rotating, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, find your external rotation, it's probably gonna be small, and keep reaching long, 10, 9, pulsing up, 8, 7, don't let the hips twist, 6, or try not to, 5, 4, 3, keep plugging your shoulders in, 2, and 1. Oh God, that's so awful, thank you for doing it with me. Swing around to the other side, adjust your space if you need to, and lifting your belly, plug your shoulders in, legs straight out to the side, find your internal rotation, and hovering it up for 10, really pushing into the top of the grounded foot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, super straight knee, 2, and 1, externally rotate, and hover, 10, 9, 8, 7, belly button in, 6, long neck, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going to the first side, we're gonna reset, plug the shoulders in, all the good stuff, and then your leg is gonna go in that dog peeing on the fire hydrant situation, not straight out to the side and not behind you, internally rotate, close the ribs, and up and down for 10. For me, I get a little bit more mobility here. 8, keep straightening through the knee, 7, 6, 5, 4, energy is shooting out, 3, 2, and 1, and find external rotation, and 10 more, 10, 9, don't let the hips twist, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, belly button in, 3, relax your neck, and 1. Whew, last time, and then we will stretch our glutes out a bit, I promise. And plug it in, find your line, and internally rotate up and down, 10, 9. If you have any questions, send me a DM, 7. I'm at Kai Glenn, 6 on Instagram, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that energy going out. Externally rotate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, fuck, that's hard. I would only do that with you guys. Sit down. Let's stretch out our glutes a little bit. Bottoms of your feet together at first, and just kind of rock around and do like high hips, high butt. Stretch around one way, stretch around the other, and then let's cross one leg over the other. So I have my left leg down, my right foot is flat on the floor, which means I'm going to drill my right sit bone down into the floor. Lift up tall. For me, my left shoulder's wonky. I really have to tell it to plug in. And then we're going to press out with the knee as we squeeze in with the arms and hold the resistance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the resistance and then go into your spiral. And then at the peak of your spiral, wherever it is, again, press out with the knee, squeeze in with the arm, resist for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the resistance. Maybe get a little deeper into that spiral. Keep rooting the sit bone down. And then coming center, either ankle to knee or knee to knee. We just did a lot on the glutes, so this might really feel crazy. So maybe you're just going to sit up the whole time. Maybe you'll keep moving. But wherever you are, we're going to squeeze the knees together, smushing them together actively for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the smush. Maybe stay sitting. Maybe walk forward through a flat back first, and then if you can, let your head go. And belly to your spine, roll it up. Let's switch the legs and cross the other leg over. Really rooting down through your sit bone. Plug your shoulders in and give yourself resistance. Pressing out with the knee, squeeze in with the arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that resistance going into the spiral. And in the spiral, again, find the resistance. Out with the knee, squeeze in with the arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release that. Go further into your spiral. Maybe keep sitting up tall. And then either ankle to knee or knee to knee. Wiggle your way into it. Sit up tall and squish your knees together actively here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the resistance. Maybe you just stay here. Maybe walk your arms forward. Try to keep your chest open until you can't walk your arms forward anymore, and then go down with your head. And belly button in. We're going to just spiral through a hamstring stretch, so my ass is going towards you, coming around, hanging over. And 4 times you're going to bend and straighten the knees, drop your tailbone down, and lengthen it up for 4. If you want to start catching around your legs and pulling yourself into it a little bit, 3, you can do that. Keep your head nice and heavy. 2, and last 1. And then if you want, you can shift your hips side to side. getting a little bit more into your inner thigh. Keep it moving, don't grind it if it feels really awful. And drop your tailbone down, bend your knees, roll up. Grab a hold of a tennis ball if you have it, or something that you can squeeze. Let's see where we are on time. Good. So we're gonna go for another 5 to 10 minutes. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get into some core. So this one, if you have a sturdy wall, I question my doors. You could go into a chair pose and really focus on getting the backs of your shoulders into your wall. If you don't have that, you can do this away from the wall, just bending and straightening your knees. I think I'm going to try at least the front portion with my back against this sketchy door situation. So if you're against a wall, again, really trying to get the backs of your shoulders into the wall. Otherwise, plie. So we're going to go up through the front and down. Here we go. Squeezing for 10 and release. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We're halfway there. 4, 3, 2. At the top, open armpit, descending shoulder blade, and reverse it. 1, 2, 3. The shoulder blade should really be plugging down now. 4, 5. Halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reversing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out to the side. I'm going to come away from my weird wall for 1, 2. Keep plugging the shoulder in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The shoulder is down. 9. The shoulder is down. 10. Armpit lifts. Shoulder blade slides down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feel your external rotation. 8 in your arm. 9, 10. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And last time down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Get rid of the tennis ball or whatever you're doing, and just give your arms with the palm of your hand so we're not bothering our grip. A little beating, especially around your elbow and the inside, that meaty bit. And then reversing it down and into the meaty bit. We're going to do one more thing with our weight to get in a little bit more into the back, and then we'll go down for some core and we'll be done. So for this one, we've done this before. This is part of me working on getting that back, these guys really working. So, I don't know, I feel like my shoulders maybe go in more places, like they can really roll forward a lot, and what I've had to learn to train is to keep them plugged in when they're in this internal rotation here. And so for me, also my rib cage likes to get into the work. So as we're doing this, I really struggle with isolating. It's not to here, this is fine. It's this little extra squeeze there where my rib cage wants to do the work and maybe my shoulder wants to roll forward and really trying to get that back of the shoulder working. So we're gonna do 10 here. Here we go, supporting with your other hand on your thigh and up and down. Elbow hugs in for 10 and 9. Giving it that little extra squeeze without sacrificing your alignment. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, we are done with that weight for sure. We're gonna do 2 kinds of things today. So the first one that we'll do, I think a mat would probably be nice. We're gonna roll through into our plow and down to our hollow body. And we're really, for this first series, working on the compression. So trying to smush your shins to your face as much as you can. If your hamstrings are really terribly tight, it's okay to micro bend your legs, but really try, when we're going from the hollow body leg up, try to keep them super straight, at least for that part. Again, if you have questions, send me a DM. If you're kind of struggling with this, your arms will go down by your side. I think it makes more sense if I'm sideways. But if you can, we're gonna work through our arms overhead with our shoulders plugged in the hollow body. So plugging the shoulders in, which means they'll be in a diagonal, the head stays down the whole time. Bring the legs up. Once the legs start to come towards your face, the thumbs will touch down. We're gonna slide out into as much of a plow as you can. And then on the way down, we're gonna keep our thumbs on the ground as much as we can until we get our back fully on, or lower back onto the ground. And then right about here, we're gonna exhale, plug the shoulders in, and find our hollow body. So here we go, for 10. No momentum. Super straight legs. Keep trying to relax your neck, even though your head is on the floor. Maybe you're like me and your neck just wants to do all the work. 9. Keep pulling your belly button to your spine. 'Only lower your legs and your hollow body as much as you can while keeping your lower back pressed into the ground. 8. And 7. 6. 5. Really keep controlling the way down. 4. Keep checking in with your neck. 3. 2 super straight legs. And last one. And pull your knees into your chest for a moment. Try to relax your hip flexors. Maybe stir your knees out. And reverse it. And so now we're going to do our nutcracker meat hook situation. So this version, we're not doing our compression. If you have a yoga block, grab it and hold it between your ankles. But try not to drop it on your face like my friend Danny does sometimes. I'm sorry if that does happen. It probably hurts if you have a heavy block. So 4 times for each side. Really, it's about getting the hips up without momentum. Again, arms down if you need some help, and one arm overhead, one arm up to the ceiling like you're hanging from your apparatus. Here we go, up through your nutcracker, hips up high, and straight legs lower down. Whoa, more control than I just did. And to your meat hook. So really trying to stay on your lower back when we come down, but not all the way to the sacrum. And 2. So we're maintaining that engagement in that pelvic tuck. Keep the energy going out your legs. 2. And 3. For me, my neck just keeps firing up, so if you're all like that, experiencing that, just keep trying to relax it. 3. And 4. I feel like my neck and jaw are trying to help on the way down a lot. Last meat hook on this side. Nice, guys. Straight into the other side, up through your nutcracker. And meat hook. Three more. Two more. And last one. And stretch out your core however you want to. You can do a camel, you can do an up dog, you can just stretch your arms and legs away from each other. Whatever feels right, but definitely reverse a little bit of that. And we are done with this class. I'll be back at noon for ballet lines. And thank you so much for supporting the Muse. We really appreciate it. We miss you all. So thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.